I think it's a good lesson for us today, which is that the tyrant is empowering women to kill their men. That is what the tyrant is doing. And he's doing it in order to feminize the Hebrews. And I think that
No wonder you get in trouble.
but I think that it's important, and the reason why they won't do it is because they fear God, is because they're able to see beyond the power that the Pharaoh is handing them at this moment. And I think that when we think that that couldn't happen, like in a people, it's like, look around you. We're seeing it happen before our very eyes.
That's interesting, because it also implies that, well, it's in the best interest of the tyrant to dispense with those figures who might pose a threat to the tyranny.
That's right.
And those would be tough men.
That would be the men.
Right, because they're the ones who keep the real
That's such an
tyrants at bay.
intelligent point.
Growing up, my dad is the man of the house. There was no conversation about that. There was a respect. It didn't mean that we loved him more or we put him at a higher pedestal than my mother. As a leader of this family, of what happens to this family, we looked at him. It fell more responsibility. It wasn't a pride thing. It wasn't an ego thing. If we only had one meal, my father wasn't the one eating it. If we were cold and there was only one blanket, my father wasn't the one using it. If there was a fire in the building and me and Jessica were in a building lit on fire, my mom and dad are not going to be sitting outside discussing, okay, who's equally going to go into the fire right now. My father would say, stay here, I'm going in. And I think people misconstrued this idea as like it's worth more, but it's actually not. He put us above him. It just broke my heart that I'm watching people say like, oh, the man in the house, like, yo, that's fucked up, like they should be equal, like they're shitting on them, and it's like, whoa, 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 hold on. Did you just really take everything that they sacrificed and threw it back in their face?
A good woman studies her husband, and now listen carefully, there's a difference. She doesn't irritate him, she doesn't criticize him. Secret lady, what a real woman does is she keep asking him questions. She tries to find out what his dream is, what his vision is, what his desires are. Her goal is to study him. Honey, what do you want to do in the next 10 years? Sweetheart, what do you see us coming to in the next 20 years? Honey, how do you see us developing in our children? What do you see the future of our home is? Baby, can you tell me, what do you see for the business? You have any ideas? What are you going to do with, you going to stay in this job forever? Or what are you going to think about this? What are you going to keep asking questions? Why? You want to get his vision. A woman from the beginning is a helper. And you can't help somebody who you don't know the assignment. Even if your husband is not the ideal man, you are supposed to help him become that.
First, I want to direct this to Miss Skinny Minnie.
Which Miss Skinny Minnie?
Isn't her name Mimi or Skinny Minnie?
Yeah, okay, Mimi.
Well, the skinniest girl up there. She made a comment that you have to have a lot of willingness and motivation to be skinny.
I was quoting Dr. Kelly Brownell of Yale. That's what he says.
I don't care who you was quoting. You said it. Own it.
I agree with him, absolutely.
Okay, good. I'm a plus-size model. I am willing and motivated to wake up every day to keep these curves. I don't want to wake up and look like you and be confused and quoting everybody.
Let me ask you a question while you're standing up. Why is it okay for you to call her Skinny Minnie, but it's not okay for her to comment about someone's size that's larger?
Well, I don't know her name. So, okay, you got me on that, but moving on. No chubbies. No chubbies. No, I got something for no chubbies.
You said it. Own it.
An 18-year-old student pilot was making a solo flight cross-country when she became lost in a storm. Something had gone wrong with one of her instruments. So she reached for her radio and made contact with a local air traffic controller, and she said, I don't know where I am. I need some help, please help me. The controller located her on his radar screen and began talking her down toward a nearby airport. She couldn't see a thing, but he could see her on the radar. He knew where she was, which direction she was headed, where she needed to go, and the best way to get there. She trusted her life to a man she had never seen, and he got her out of the storm and safely to ground. Tonight, you can trust in the Lord Jesus Christ. You've never seen him with your naked eye. You may not know him, but he's there waiting for you with open arms to help you. So I'm asking you to quit flying blind.
Écoute qu'on a choré.
The true value of a man can mean a lot of things to many people. But for me, I would say the true value of a man is in its volume. Because I believe the true value of a man is in the amount of the character at which he speaks the loudest.